Okay, there we go. That should be working now. Let's just make sure music is working. Yep, music is up and running. Okie dokie. Let's get to it then. I'm gonna say that like 3 more times until I'm actually ready. I just need to find out where I go. Oh, here we go. No. Ah! Stream now. There we go. Welcome back, Steelix. No one's watching. That's okay. Where's the link? Where do I go for the link? Okie dokie. Okay. I don't know how big the delay is, so I'll try to answer questions and comments as we go. We'll see where this takes us. This should be fun. Make sure I can hear myself. Yeah, I can. Okie dokie. We have 2 people currently watching. Okay, so in the next part, if you guys were here yesterday watching, I went ahead and I got the boosts working, so those work now. So now if we go and hit play solo, and we go, get rid of, oh, we now have the career boost item that I created, so to speak, yesterday, and now we can equip it. Oh, but we can't unequip it yet. I guess there's an error. That's okay. But I also made it so that you can't equip it 2 times. So look at that. All right. So let's go find out why it's not working, and then we're going to work on milestones. And then after milestones, I believe the second to last thing. Actually, I think the last thing to do here would be just to set up the teleport things, and then after that we go straight to gameplay, and we just make it so that it incorporates your stats. And then after that, career mode's done. So we're almost there. I could have a working career mode beta by tonight. See how that goes. Oh, see, look, there it is. So I equip it, and then I click that, and it's unequipped. Click it, click it, click it, click it. I made the mistake of... So last night, there was an issue with my internet, and I kept trying to stream, and then YouTube decided to create a bunch of 30-second videos where my stream would work. And so I started deleting those 30-second videos, and I accidentally deleted the second stream, so that's all gone. So that's unfortunate, which is the one with all the fun explanations on how this stuff worked. So that's kind of depressing, but that's okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start on milestones. So milestones are going to be kind of, I think first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to what are we gonna do? We're gonna just start off by creating this little tab right here, and then I don't know what we're gonna do in this little area. I don't know what we're gonna do in this little area right here. If you're watching right now, if you can come up with some ideas on what we should put there, please leave that down in the comments below. Yeah, so here we go. So let's start off. So we have this basic rewards GUI. This is an old one from an old concept, so we don't need to do this. We don't need this anymore. We'll name that progress text. So in this case, it's going to be, let's see, tier, let's just say, for example, it's just 4, and tier 4 means catch 10,000 passes. And it'll give you the progress. And let's just say at the time we're at like, oh no, it's an offline. You guys good? Oh. Oh, okay. That's cool. If there's a way to make this faster, please let me know, because I've done this before and I've never had any issues, and now I suddenly have issues with it, so isn't that weird? Look at that. Okay. So we'll have a lot of space between those texts just because it looks kind of weird when it's all shoved together. There we go. Okay, so I don't know, should I include the commas? Should I include the commas, or is it just better without? It kind of looks weird with them, at least with this text type. That looks better. Okay. So, tier 4, catch 10,000 passes. Progress, we're at that. This bar will tell you how far you are, and then this will tell you the reward. And then it'll go all the way down. And I have this spreadsheet. Let's see if I can't find it. Here we go, career mode. And we go to here, we have our milestone lists. So completion, so these will be all your different milestones. And what's nice is that I can update these straight from the spreadsheet, and this and Studio will grab it from the spreadsheet, so it'll be updating live. So for the time being, for testing purposes, we're just going to stick with 1, 10, and just go up by powers of 10. Just for the time being. And then, now I guess we can pretty much just start scripting it. So, I don't think we'll have it to where you get to like claim the reward, but what should we put right here? Go banana slugs, my man said. Yes. Why, wait, was there something over on my screen that said banana slugs? Okay. What do you guys think we should put right here? Anything? I'll wait for the stream to catch up. But let's go ahead and just start scripting it. So basically, we have to keep track. There's a folder in here. It's called career data, and it contains a folder called career stats. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just be checking these stats individually, one by one. And so we're going to have a function called what should we call it? Let's see, update milestones. We'll have it just called update milestones. And this, if you guys were with me yesterday, is going to work really similarly to the one we worked on yesterday in updating boosts. Because all we're going to do... Oh, I do go to UCSC. I wonder... Is it dead? Is going to work really similarly to the one... Yep. Nope. Okay. Whatever. So we're going to update this milestone. So here we go. So we're going to say local career stats is equal to career data dot career stats. And remember that career data from yesterday is just a variable that points to this folder right here. And so scrolling back down here, now we're just saying career data dot career stats. So it goes from career data right here to career stats right here. So now we can access all these different folders. But first, what we want to do is we want to clear whatever is currently inside this folder, inside the GUI right now. So how we're going to use a function that I've created called clear UI elements. And this will get rid of all the elements within that area. So script.parent.myMilestones. And so we've gone from the script to the parent, the frames, back down to my milestones. We're going to go into tabs. And then we're going to milestones again. Milestones. And that's what we're going to clear. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to grab all the items. Wait, hey, question. How many of you here were here yesterday for the second stream? Raise your hands. There's like a 20-30 second delay between what I'm saying and your comments and what you guys are actually seeing. So bear with me. Just an FYI. But now we're gonna go through again, and there's a folder also called local miles. We're gonna create a variable called local milestones, and that's gonna point to a list in server data in this career mode folder. This career mode folder holds all the information regarding career mode in of itself. So we're gonna go and we're just gonna point to that. So game.replicated storage. Dot server data dot career mode dot milestones. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through every single milestone. We're going to determine what tier you're on, and then we're going to work from there. So we're going to go through a list of milestones. So milestones get children. But milestones is separated into types. So what we're going to do is we're going to work through, and we're going to say number, comma, and then mile. We'll say MS. We'll just call it MS in pairs. Don't worry about what the in pairs means. That just means you're just searching through it. And we're going to say v gets children. So basically what we're doing is we have a list of this function right here gets a list of this stuff, but that's not milestone stuff. So we need to get a list of what's in each and every single one of these, which as you can see is forced fumbles, fumble touchdowns, all the way down. So now we need to just get that. Easy enough, right? Piece of cake. So now MS is referring to these different folders right here. Or MS will be one of these folders as it cycles through this loop. So now, is this making sense for you guys? Hopefully. So now we can now create the GUIs. So now we're going to say local So we're going to create another variable, and we're going to have it point to a copy of this rewards GUI. And we're going to put that rewards GUI just inside the script itself. So we can say script dot reward. Oh, wait. We'll just call this local GUI is equal to script dot rewards, and we're going to clone it. So now GUI is pointing to a copy of script.rewards, and script.rewards is here's the script, here's rewards. So now we have a copy of this sitting somewhere. So now we just need to fill in the information. So we have all this little text in here. So first of all, so MS will be a number basically. So if you go, where did I put the spread? Where did I put the spreadsheet? Hold on, let me find it. So if you remember, oh, there we go, is that the names of those folders will be these numbers right here. So we just need, or the values inside will be those numbers right there. So now we just need to check which tier you're on. So now, so the stat name is MS. So we can say local, or I guess we can just say MS is called stat name. And so now we're going to go and we're going to find out. So we're going to find out the value. So now local value is equal to career stats, because now we're going to look in the career stats. And the folder, the type is V, so we can just say in brackets v.name. So now if we go back down to career stats right here, let's say it's defense. So v.name will be defense. So here's defense. And then if we go into forced, let's say it's forced fumbles. Well, forced fumbles is just stat name. So we'll just do stat name and then dot name, just because the dot name means that it's the pointer is to here, is to this value right here, but not the name of the value. So we'll head to the value dot name. The name's right here. Forced fumbles. Can you give us a fraction of how far you've completed career mode? So if I'm giving a fraction, let me think about that. Probably 60%. This is one of the last major chunks. This is one of the last major chunks for, like, okay, think career mode is like a two-part scheme, right? The first part is the hub, the second part is actually putting it into gameplay. Gameplay is gonna be easy because I'm just making it so like every time you press Q for sprint, it changes. It doesn't change to the default sprint. It goes to the default sprint plus some. So after this, it'll be pretty easy. But we're almost, right now we're doing the hub part, and the hub part is almost done. We got, for the most part, almost all of it done. So okay, so now we know what the value is. So now we need to go through this folder and through, where is it? Inside these folders will be number values, which will just be called, here, actually let me go and update this for you guys. Let me go and just build the database. I think I have the command around here somewhere. I don't. That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna hold on, let me just script service dot global functions build career database. Okay, and that's gonna build it for us. Okay, so now if you see, we have these values called 1, 10, 100, 1000, and etc. So now we just need to check whether this variable value is less than one of these, and then we can find out which tier this is, if that makes sense. Easy enough, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So now we can say we're going to put these all in a table. So we're going to say the local tiers is equal to stat name get children. And remember, stat name is just this folder right here. So, and get children just creates a list of all of these items right inside that. So, there we go. I expected Heroes to have a lot more players, but at the same time, I don't think we truly tested Heroes as well as we should have, and that's why it looks so weird when you're jumping, because it's just so high. I think career mode will be better just because it's a lot more user generated. It's a lot more run. Plus, updating the heroes is really hard because originally the heroes idea was you have basically the heroes is I actually modeled it after Overwatch, where you have all these characters with their own individual outfits, and all these individual outfitted people have their own stats, and you can inherit those stats. But that's really hard because you have to make those stats, and you have to know how they work, and then how they work in game, and then you also have to make it so that like you have to make the uniforms, and making uniforms is it's not hard, but it's kind of annoying. Like if I got a bunch of people to do it, then yes, maybe, but no. Okay, so let's get back to this. So now we have the tiers, we have the value, and we have the GUI, but we don't know what tier it is yet. So now we just need to find out which we have this value and we have these tiers. So now we need to find out which the highest one that it's less than, or which one of these it's less than. So we're going to start, but first we need to make sure that these are sorted, because sometimes when you're doing get children, they don't always sort correctly. So we got to make sure they sort correctly. So we have this actually works perfectly because we have an array. Actually, I think we're going to create a custom. So we'll say local tiers is equal to that. And then we'll say for I, comma b in pairs, stat name get children, and we're gonna just insert the names. So we'll do tiers is equal to b dot name. Okay, or we'll say to number because right now it's in a string version. Okay. So now we want to sort that table. So we're going to do table.sort. What is that second? Sort, and we're going to have tiers in it. So that sorts the table, and that's easy. Actually, I've never had good luck with this, with using table.sort, so we're just gonna use my personal one, which is sort array. And luckily we don't. We'll say local sorted sort tiers equal to that. Okay, so now let's just go through and we need to find out which one's less than. So we'll say local current tier is equal to 1. Because let's just assume that your current tier is the first one. So now we're going to go through and we're going to say for I, comma v in. Actually, we're going to make it nil. We're just going to assume we're going to make it nil, and I'll tell you guys why. Why can you not trade 10 million items? Also, why are they such a low price? You can't trade them because everybody can get them, and it'd be pointless to do the obby if your friend can do it and he can just give you the items. Like, it makes you have to work for them. Not everything's free, unfortunately. There's the music in the background. DJ CLXR. Okay, so now we need to look through the sort tiers. And if value... Oh, wait. That should be dot value. So if value is less than, and this will be, we'll call this tier, is less than tier, then oh, and current tier is not nil, then tier is equal, or current tier is equal to tier. So basically what we've done with this is we're going through every single possible tier in a sorted order, so we have it all sorted from top to bottom. If your value, whatever stat you have, is less than a tier, and you haven't assigned the current tier, then make the current tier equal to that tier. If that makes sense. So if I have five, let's think about it. Let's trace this out. So if I have, let's say for force fumbles, if I have 59 fumbles, we're going to go through, and the sorted tiers are these right here in sorted order, which they are 1, 10, 100, etc. If the value, which is 59 fumbles, is less than the tier, so is 59 less than 1? No. Okay, so we skip that. Is 10 less than, or is 59 less than 10? No, it's not. Okay. Is 100, or is 59 less than 100? Yes, yes it is. And is the current tier nil? Yeah, actually, it's currently nil. It is. Actually, if it equals nil, then we're going to assign the current tier. So now the current tier is 100. Well, now we still have to go through the rest of the list. So now we go through 100, or 1,000. Okay, is 59 less than 1,000? Yes. Is the current tier nil? It's not. Remember, we just assigned it to 100. And the same thing goes for 1,000. Is 59 less than 10,000? Yes, absolutely. But the current tier is not nil, so we don't assign this. So by the end of this function, we know that current tier is the current tier that you have to work towards. So now we can say, now we can start assigning the GUI information. So now we can say GUI.title.text, and if we go back down, we have a GUI. Remember GUI is a copy of rewards, and we have a title.text. So now we can say it's equal to a tier. But one thing is that when you're using Roman numerals, there's no easy way to do it, so we have to do it manually. So we could just say if tier is equal to, actually, let's say current tier local current tier value equals nil, because I want the current tier number and I want the current tier value equals tier dot name. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if tier is equal to 1, so not this one right here. We're gonna have a variable called local Roman numeral, and we're just gonna assign it to I. Then keep it I. If it's equals 2, then make it 2. Oh, here we go. If it's 3, oh, come on. Okay. If it's 3, make it 3. If it's 4, make it IV. If it's 5, make it just V. Okay, here's a question. Do you guys want Roman numerals, or do you not want Roman numerals? A normal number. I got one normal number. Remember that these tier numbers are going to be set. They're going to be put right here. So tier IV, or do you just want tier 4? Tier 4 or tier IV. I feel like Roman would look pretty cool, but this is completely up to you. What do you guys want? Roman numerals? Okay. So, now... oh, this actually needs to be current tier, not tier. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so now we can just say tier dot Roman numeral. And what these two dots do is they concatenate, and basically what that means is it just combines it. So now we have a tier and a space, and then the Roman numeral, and then more text, and then a space, and then we're gonna have it called current tier. So now we have current tier value, and then now we're gonna have a, oh god, do I have the function in here? I really hope I do. Capital words, here we go. Words and name. Okay, so now, ooh, where do we go? I also have a function called capital words, which will take something like I love bananas, banana slugs, and it'll search through and it'll add spaces. So now we'll say local words, comma, text is equal to capital words, and we're going to take the capital words of the current of, what is it? Oh, stat name. So stat name dot name. Stat name dot name. Because it could be forced fumbles, but I don't want to just say forced fumbles and smack it together. We want to say forced space fumbles. So we'll have so the current tier value and a space and then text. And then text words will be the list of individual words, and then text will be the words separated by a space. So we're gonna just tack on text. So now this should say, for example, forced fumbles with 59 fumbles or forced fumbles. It'll say tier, and then it's the third one. So tier, and then so 3 I's. So I guess tier 3, tier I, a colon and a space, the current tier value, which is 100, a space, and then the text. So forced fumbles. So it should say tier 3 colon space 100 forced fumbles. That's what this title will say. So now we're almost done. We can say GUI, and then dot. Now we need to script the progress bar. How close are you to getting? How close are you to completing that tier? So now we'll say progress bar. So dot progress bar dot expand, and we're going to change the size. And the size is put in a special value called a udim2. And a udim2 just basically has 4 values. It has 2 x's and 2 y's. One is on a scale level, and one is by a pixel level. But with this one, we're just gonna stick with scale, because we don't want to do pixels, because that looks all weird when you stretch things out when you have different screen sizes and whatnot. So our x value, we're just gonna leave blank. Our first one. And so basically what we're saying is it's going to be 0 pixels on the x-axis, 0 pixels on the y-axis, and the scale for the y-axis right here, so think of it like udim2 is x scale, then x pixel, then y scale, and y pixel. So, and for this first value, this is what we're going to do. So now we need to do some math. So what we need to do is we need to find the ratio between where you are currently and where you need to be out of 1. So if you're halfway there, it should calculate to 0.5. If you're not halfway there, then it's not 0.5. So the way we do this is we're going to take your current value, which is just value right here, and we're going to divide it by the current tier value, wherever you need to be. Current tier value. And that'll be your x-axis. That'll be your x-axis right there, your x scale. And so let's just pull up a calculator. Oops, wrong one. So let's say I have 59 fumbles, and the next tier is 100. So divide that by 100, and I get 0.59. So I'm 59% of the way there to 100 fumbles to get to the next tier. And so now that's set. Well, now let's tell you how close you actually are with this right here. So now we'll say GUI dot, and it's called XP dot progress text dot progress bar dot XP dot text is equal to what is it? Your value divided by the current tier value. And so now, when this runs, it should slap a 59 right here and a 100 right here to show you that you are 59 out of 100 fumbles on your to being done with that tier. And that's your progress. Alright, and now the second to last part is that now we need to calculate how much career cash you get from that. How much career cash do you get from each of these individual by completing these tiers? This is the fun part, because now we get to find out how much you actually get, and this will be interesting. So if you remember back in, oh god, what's it called? If you guys were here last time, if you remember in the positions folder, in the positions, every time you upgrade an attribute, it increases by 50 career cash. So, do you consider yourself a computer geek or a programmer? Both. Both. I mean, I'm majoring in computer science, so I mean, and game design. There's a major literally called computer science game design. It's literally called game design. So, yes. So how should we determine it? Should we determine it by what tier you're on? So for every tier you're on, for every tier you complete, you get plus 50, or for every tier you complete, we want to remember that you want to be getting most of your career cash from actually playing the game. I mean, it'll work hand in hand. You'll get career cash from completing milestones and also from playing the game. But we want to focus it more on actually playing the game and getting stats. But we want to make it like generous enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to say local price, and we'll just assign it to a value of 0 to begin with. And we know the tier number, so we'll say local price, or not the price, or we'll call it reward. Local reward. We can say reward is equal to the current tier that you're on times 50. So if we go back up, and if I'm on, oh god, where did I put it? Career mode, milestones, defense. If I'm on 100, well, that's the third milestone. So if I complete the third milestone, I'll get 3 times 50 is I'll get 150 career cash just for completing that milestone, and I can now I can go upgrade stuff. Can you create a shop where you can buy items with coins? Because I need the new hair, and I never got it, bruh. I totally could, but a lot of revenue comes from packs, so unfortunately, that's not in any immediate sign. And to be honest, once career mode is done, I'm probably not going to be working on Football Universe anymore, so rip to that. I mean, I'll still do updates maybe, but it's not going to be an immediate concern. I have other stuff that I want to work on, so. If you guys remember the blocks game from yesterday, which I can probably show you guys again if you want. Okay, so now we can just say it's plus that. So now we just need to edit the text of this thing right here. So now we're going to say, how should we start this off? We should, it's called reward. So we're going to say, and it's in the GUI, the copy of this reward right here. So we're just going to say GUI dot reward dot text. So now we're editing the dot text thing right here is equal to, and we're going to put a plus sign to begin with, a dot dot, because we're going to combine it with the word reward, another space, or another set of text, and then plus CC. So now plus, including the reward that we just calculated, CC. Perfect. Okay, so now we just need to set the parent to it. Where do we want to put GUI? It's a copy, but it's not in anything yet. So now we just want to set the GUI.parent to be my milestones dot tabs dot milestones. There we go. All right, and we're done. Ta-da! We're done with milestones. At least we should be. So now we're just going to have a function call on update milestones. And so now we just need to test this and see if it works. So let's go ahead and just make sure everything's working. Okay, let's hit play solo. Loaded assets into server. Career mode database is built. And let's see what happens. Will it break? It will break. It will. We broke something. Receiving first down. Oh, I misspelled that. I need to fix that. That's okay. So, on the spreadsheet, it was receiving first down. And remember that the database for career mode grabs off of the spreadsheet. So now, all I have to do is just put S in there and then restart this. So if I hit stop, and then if I hit play solo again, now it should just work. Theoretically speaking. But remember that all my stats are currently at 0. So there we go. Look at that. Look at that. I'll have to fix the scrolling, but Tier 1, 100,000 rushing first downs. Progress 0 out of 100,000. And since it's only the first... Oh wait, we don't... Something tells me this didn't work quite correctly, because it's giving us the top tier. We don't want the top tier. We want the lowest tier. Maybe we did our sorting algorithm a little bit wrong. Let's just go in and check. Let's just make sure we're doing this right. So if value is less than tier and current tier is equal to nil, then current tier equals I, current tier value equals tier. I wonder what's going on. What do you guys think? where is it going wrong in thinking that current tier value is equal to the top tier value? Current tier equals I. This man's really intent on having him create his own cleats. We don't do cleats by commission. So, if you want cleats added, you have to make them yourself. And we're changing the rules on that because too many people are. We didn't think that many people were skilled with Paint.net, so and a lot of people actually are. So I don't know what your guarantee is on that, but it might not happen. So don't look forward to it. Okay, so why is it showing that the current tier is the max tier? Well, let's look at it again. What kind of Mac do I use? I'm actually on a Hackintosh, so if you know what that is, a Hackintosh, I basically tweaked it to make it look like I convinced Mac OS that I'm on a genuine Mac. So I think it thinks that I'm on a Mac, an iMac, I think. Yeah, it thinks I'm on an iMac from 2013, but I'm not. So, okay. So, let's go back to this and let's find out why it's not working. So current tier is equal to nil. The current tier value is equal to nil. We're on tier 1. So maybe the sort tiers sorted it wrong. Let's just print out sort tiers. So we'll print I, tier. And that'll tell us whether or not it's actually sorting correctly in order or not. So it's going to print out in down here whether or not it's actually loading correctly or not. And it's not. It's actually it's doing it in reverse order. So that's interesting. Oh, you know why it's doing that? Because I'm pretty sure I made it so that in my sort array thing it checks if it's, yeah, there we go. It's not doing it's sorting it from top to bottom, not bottom to top. So we can just say table dot, I guess we can just use table dot sort, which is just tiers. Alright, let's try this out. See what happens. Okay. Career mode database is built, and there we go. Tier 1, 1 rushing first downs. So now, there we go. And you get plus 50 career cash for doing that. So as soon as I get 1 rushing first down, I get 50 career cash. Once I get 1 touchdown, I get career cash, and so on. So there we go. Also, in case you guys are new here, you can what we did yesterday was we finished up this. This guy is called Celixar, and it searches by player. So it's assuming that I'm hovering on myself, but this will tell you the offensive stats. And then there's this feature called over here called hover, and I'm gonna put on defensive. And so now I'm looking at defensive stats, and I can turn it off where it's just off. And I go back to off, or I can. There's two offs. There's offensive, and then there's off. So if you look, offense, defense, now it's completely off, so forth. Okay, and then from yesterday, if you remember, if you jumped on these little guys over here, your name popped up on the screen right here. And obviously I'm a 50 overall. I'm 50 overall by virtue of the fact that that overall is based on my career overall. So my man was a lieutenant in the United States. Which United States? Do you know how many United States groups there are? Everybody thinks they should be president. What exactly do you govern when you're president like that? Okay, so now that we're done with this milestone rewards, we can get rid of it. And now the last thing, or one of the last things we need to do, and this is going to be kind of hard and kind of easy, is we need to make sure so that we need to queue it over here. We need a queue. So every time you step on it, it'll wait. And this is actually what I'll need testers for. So this is where you guys become involved. When you step on it, there should be a button that pops up that says I'm ready. And so if we get enough people that says I'm ready, then the match will start. It'll teleport everybody, and then this thing will restart. If that makes sense. Okay. But first, I think this right here, this overall up here, is kind of confusing. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add another overall in the account section. And this overall is going to be called your career overall. So we're going to just move, I think, put it right next to it. Oh. Right there. And we'll say that this is career overall bar. And this career overall bar will be, we'll call this career. So 99 overall, 99, and then obviously not 99 career. Okay, so but now we need something to actually update that thing. So there's actually that's actually really easy, because I believe we already have something that can do that. So right here, and so we can just say let's see here. Load. What else do you do on load from load profile? Position overall GUI. Hold on just a second. I want to just figure out how I was doing this last night. Can I level you up to 100 overall? No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately. I guess we can just do it from the top. Okay, so load profile. And we'll just say that this is script.parent.account section.career career overall bar. Career overall bar. Okay, and then that should, and now we just need to find out the overall. So local OVR. And I think I have a function in here. Yeah, get current overalls. Yeah. So function. We'll just throw this function in here. Call it. is equal to, or say local, oh dear. Oh, maybe not. Overall, local auth def is equal. Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. I know you guys are like wondering what the fuck. What are you doing, Jason? Okay. Dot name. Okay, so now this should be 99 career mode. Or it should say like it should say that a 50 overall actually. Let's see if let's see if that works. Let's see if this works. Will it work? No, it won't. It broke. String expected. I got an object. What do you mean? It won't work. Line 26. Position name. Oh. This should be an easy fix for it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to fix this real fast. And then I think after that we just got to do the queue thing, and then we're on to gameplay from there. Let's see if this works. Almost. Almost there. We're almost there. Let's see. Line 26. So this is just going to be annoying. Okay. That's fine. Fine then. I'll do it myself. I think we're almost done with career mode. This is actually kind of cool. Are you done complaining, dude? I got bigger things to worry about than playing my own game. Do you want me to go show you how much I owe in loans? Already? I don't have time for my own game to play it. If you want, I can just drop this right now. Because I don't... I do this for you guys so that it's fun. Yeah, money's a benefit, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be giving out free shit every day. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh, come on, let me log in. There we go. Financial aid, 2020. There you go. Grant, right, or loan, $45,000. Student loan, $2,000. Budget gap loan, $9,000. And that's just for this year. So, you tell me. I can do this all day. And that's not even including from last year. This is my second year in college. So come talk to me when you're ready to not be a shit. What credential information? It's just numbers. What? 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 This means... Okay, dude. Okay, alright. I'm just gonna concentrate in career mode because that's what I want to do. So, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so why is this not working? Where in this can you look me up? There's no name. Steal my fucking money. He says. Okay. Okay. I think we're just gonna we're just gonna concentrate on this game. Here we go. Okay, so we're trying to find out your total overall. So the we're trying to find the average overall between your equipped defensive and your equipped offensive. So if your offensive is like a 59 and your defensive is like a 54, we want to find the average of in between. It was my girlfriend's brother. What do you mean it was your girlfriend's brother? What? Okay. And so obviously we're calling on a bunch of functions right here, and that's just not working. It's just not working correctly. So we're starting from line 434. So where are you? 434 to 115 to this function right here. Okay. Bro, do you need financial aid? Yes, I'm poor. I make these games so I can cash out the Robux for money to pay my loans so that I can go to school and set up a life for myself after I'm done with college and after I'm done with Roblox. My man's gonna give me a singular grain. Just find another... Okay, honestly though, that would be pretty nice. That guy spent so much money, it was nice to have a little bit more money in my pocket to help pay for food and all that stuff. And for housing and rent. Especially rent. That's just gonna chew up all my money. If I ever get rich, I'll help you out. Don't worry about me. I have a plan set up. I should be okay. College isn't cheap, but it's definitely worth it, considering if we go, and we can look into this. We'll just say starting pay for game developers out of college. Look at that. Ouch. But they can grow to well over 120,000 per year. Excellent. What about computer science? Starting pay for computer science degrees out of college. And those, an average starting salary of $65,000. That's pretty nice. Okay, but that's besides the point. Where were we? Why is this not working? Get current overalls for player names. Then we want to find the position overall of current O and current D. So now we need to find that function. Position overall. There we go. Okay. So we don't need that. That's why it's not working. Okay. Just out of curiosity, how old are you again? Ah, look at that. Our career overall is 0.5. I wish you the bestest luck. So if you're assuming, oh no, yeah, it does work. 50 overall for career overall. Okay, that works. So you're 17, and I'm assuming you're on your high school varsity team. Congratulations. And you're watching a Roblox scripter for what reason again? Okay, that works. Gonna be the first 49 overall. Well, you can. I think aren't there kickers who are like sub 30 overall or like sub 40? I'm pretty sure there are. I can't remember though. This is... Oh, I don't know about that yet. It'd be pretty easy to add, but I don't know about that yet. Okay, so now, all we gotta do is add the Q stuff right here. So where if you step on the pad, a button pops up and it says, "Hey, are you ready?" And then if you do, then, congratulations, dude, on your football practice. You're awesome. Woo! Can you add a way for that? You see, okay, that's doable. That's easily doable. The problem is people spam X, so it wouldn't be too helpful if you're trying. I don't know. There is not an actually. I don't know. Is there an O-line build? Let's check. Let's check. Career mode. No, but I think the best one you can get is a excuse me, a blocking tight end. I think that's the best blocking one, but okay. How should we do this? Well, let's start off with a button. Okay. We'll just say we'll set as ready, bold, scaled, centered. Okay, now oh god, what did I just do? So now we need to set make that smaller. There we go. We're just setting up the button. So this button will pop up. It'll slide up when you step on the pads over here, and basically what you do is you just click that you're ready. We do have to make it kind of like these other ones though. So we have to make the there we go, and 0, and then the same text color. Wait, no. This one, here we go. There we go, ready. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? And then we'll make it so that when you're not ready, it'll start off as green, or not, maybe not green. There we go, that green. And then when you're not ready, you'll just hit red, or it'll be dark red, and be like, I'm not ready. Okay. So now let's just do this thing right here. So there we go. So else if mode is equal to we'll call it party sets, party set ready, and we'll have a local function, and let's see, where's that song that I liked? What was it called? Can you guys hear my music at all? Okay. Oh. Here we go. What are we doing? If it's too loud, let me know. I see you're a man of action. I like this. Okay, so we'll just have a function called ready set, or party ready set. Set ready. There we go. And it'll include value 2s, 3, 4, all that stuff. Okay. And we'll worry about what that stuff means later. In the meantime, though, there's that function refers to in here. So we'll have API party set party set ready with value 1s, 2, and 3. And so value of 1 will be we'll call it party, and this will tell you which party, which one of these you're in, whether you're in this one right here, or that one, or this one. And then it'll tell you what pad. So call it what pad. So what individual pad are you on? And then it'll tell you current status. Okay, so we'll say if party is not equal to nil, and if current status is equal to ready, then how should I do this? There's so many ways you can do this. It's just finding like the best, like most reliable way, because there's always somebody who like screws it up, and you're like, oh, God, why? Here, player added. Here we go. Okay, so we'll just create a value. We'll call this local I'm ready is equal to an instance of a new instance called number value, and that number value party ready and I'm ready dot value is equal to false. Okay, so now we don't need to worry about current status. So now we can just say, I think I have a variable called LP. Oh, it's called player. Never mind. So, and that will refer to your local player itself. So if player dot I'm ready. Wait, is it capital I? No, it's just called party ready. Okay. Dot I'm ready. Bro, Celixar, your sister is really gay. Gay acting man or lesbian. What? What kind of question is that? Who are you? What? Dot value. If it's equal to true, so we are ready, then make sure we want to make sure that it's read. So script.parent.graphics. Oh, maybe not that far. Graphics. Ready. And the reason why we name it one ready is because the one designates that the button will not be auto-colored to whatever favorite team yours is. So dot background color 3 is equal to color 3 dot new, and the color dot 3 will just tell you that's just the color, and it's an RGB scale. So it's out of 255 for each color. So from varying intensities. So if I want it to be this color, then I'm gonna have to 128 out of 255. Just put 2 zeros. And then we just change the text to say that I'm not ready. So text not ready. Okay. And let's say that it's false, you're not ready, then we'll say you are ready, and then this color will be this clover green. And one way to remember, I'm doing third, which numbers these are, just think RGB. So this first value would be as red, G for green, blue, or B for blue, so RGB. So right here we're doing 1/3 green of intensity. So if I did just full on 1, it'd be full green intensity, but we're only doing 1/3 intensity of green, and same here for red. So that makes sense. And so now we just need to make sure that when you click on it, it does something. So we're actually going to do that from a different script. We're going to do that from here. So we're going to say here we go. We're going to say script.parent.parent.ready. Uh-oh. Dot mouse button 1 click connect to a function. So God, fget faggot. Nice. Okay, well I think I'm done streaming then. We got some clear intellectuals in the chat. I'm gonna keep working on this a little bit more, and I'll let you guys know when it's all done. But I'm gonna take a little break. Yeah. Alright, well, hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in a little bit. I'll probably finish this up, and then I'll let you guys know when career mode for the thing is ready. Alright, boys. Peace out.